Christ is in our midst. I'm Hiram Monk Silwan Brown, the rector of the Wonder Worker St. John Mission Center outside of Kampala, Uganda. I come to you to tell you a miracle, one of the latest miracles of our Father among the Saints, John Maximovitch, and how he continues to work in supporting the mission in Uganda. A few weeks ago, it was determined by our mission that due to a myriad of reasons, we really needed to work hard to find a permanent mission center where we can continue to evangelize the people of Uganda and bring them the Orthodox faith. In pursuit of this goal, I had contracted with a few people to find property that could work for the mission center. We gave them a whole list of things that it needed to accomplish so that we could become a self-sustainable mission and set a prototype for sustainable missions across Africa. In doing this, I had a broker show us several pieces of property. One of the properties was 11 acres, and as we were walking onto this property, I just was praying inside myself, Father John, if you want us to have this property, please, you need to help us. You need to help bring the money so that we can pay for this land. Within 8 minutes of this prayer, there was a rich businessman in the United States, in Kentucky, that had a terrible feeling in his heart. He described it as a painful understanding that he had to help. He had to do something for the mission in Africa. But he didn't know anything about the mission in Africa. He didn't know any people or anything. He's just a simple layman from the United States. So he went with this feeling and he Googled the Orthodox mission in Africa. And the first article that came up was the story of a very painful incident that I recently went through here in Uganda. So within 12 minutes of this prayer to St. John, asking him to help, this man in the United States who had never heard of the mission had found out about it and had taken it upon himself to contact one of the board members of Orthodox Africa. So within 15 minutes of this prayer, this individual was talking to one of our board members in Texas, asking her about how he could help the mission. So she immediately started talking to him on WhatsApp, and she looped me in on a group chat. So when we were still looking at the property, this individual said, I just have to help. And he promised the first $15,000 to pay the down payment for the property before I had even left the first property. By the time we got to the last property, he had promised to pay for the majority of the expenses. Now we have been able to buy a beautiful property, still in the central region. It's halfway between our missions in western and central Uganda. But we need your help. St. John beautifully and instantly brought the funding to us to buy the property, to get started on moving for a sustainable mission. But we still need your help. We need to be able to move and construct our new temple and quarters where we can build up the church in Uganda, including education centers, temples for worship, and really pick up our evangelization in a safer area.
Thank you for the support, enabling us to purchase this piece of land. It's really a very nice piece of land, situated in the prime place of Chivoga district, with much possibilities of it growing to a very beautiful village.